Hello everyone, this is Jay at Inspiration Masters. As a part of our inspiring series, we get an opportunity to meet the difference makers, the artists, the entrepreneurs, the business owners who are making a difference, not just in the Dallas-Fortworth area, but around the world. And today is no different. I have a great privilege today to invite two of the entrepreneurs here. I have here with me Mr. Anthony Tran and Miss Alana Tran. Welcome, Anthony, to Inspiration Masters.
Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it.
So glad you could make it. Welcome, Alana. And let me tell you a little bit about Anthony and Alana are the founders and CEO of the Asia World Media and Asian American Broadcasting, a certified 501c3 nonprofit organization. AAB's mission and vision is to engage, inspire, educate, and connect Asian American communities through multimedia platforms with informative contents, stories, educational programs, and their key premier events, Miss Teen and Miss Asia World Competition. So we are going to be finding out a whole lot from both of them about these competitions. So let me go first to Anthony and find out something more. Tell us something about the whole idea behind it and your vision behind this great organization.
Thank you, Jay. The Miss Teen and Miss Asia World Competition is a cultural and scholarship event. The organization has been around over 20-something years. We have recently took over the organization and restructured it where it's more academic and more educational programming for the contestant that comes into our organization. The event is to recognize upcoming new Asian American women leaders and also to honor the current successful philanthropist Asian American women leaders. Our mission is to educate and empower the Asian American women of today. And our event is produced entirely by volunteer, professionals from all over North Texas, CEOs and entrepreneurs that make time out of their busy schedule to come on board and help these young leaders that need a solid foundation to go beyond their career and their life.
Oh, that is awesome. So what I heard, Alana, is this is not just the typical competition where somebody would just walk in on the stage, but you have a whole well-developed program behind it, and there are main 4 pillars is how you designed the program. So tell us more about those 4 pillars. What are these?
So to keep with the philosophy and the ideas that we really want women to make their voice and their presence known in this world, the portfolio that is going to be submitted to Miss Teen and Miss Asia World, as you mentioned, Jay, is comprised of the 4 pillars, which is cultural connection. As you know, the Asian American communities are very diverse. We have many different groups here, from Indian, to China, to Vietnamese, to Filipinos, and we want to make sure that we bring everybody in the fold and just make sure that we embrace all these various communities. So cultural connection is number 1. The second component we look at is education, career potential. As you know, there are studies that has been shown that with an individual having a college degree is much more likely to earn more money throughout their life than maybe someone that hasn't. That is not meant to say that a college degree is necessary, but we feel like our focus is really to help and engage young women to go through academics and the rigors of college and getting good grades.
Yes.
And then, of course, the third component is self-awareness. I think that it can be said if you have a great degree, you're going to make more money.
Yes.
But also self-awareness is being tuned with who you are, being happy and being self-confident, being comfortable in your own skin.
Yes.
And that's very important. We hope to really bring that out in the contestants by a lot of the training that we're providing.
Wow,
and the
that's
last
good.
one is leadership. As you know that to make your voice to be heard, whether it's within your community or outside of your community, we have to be able to stand up and be comfortable in the message we're sending out and how we plan to help others. So really, essentially, that's the 4 pillars.
Wow, that's very, very interesting. The culture, the education, and then along with that, self-awareness and leadership qualities. So 4 pillars. That was very impressive when I heard that. I said, I definitely want to check with you. What are those pillars, 4 pillars? And another important thing I see here, Anthony, that there are 2 categories. You're doing, as I read, it was Miss Teen and Miss Asia World.
Correct.
So what are the criteria for that?
For to be a candidate or a contestant to our competition, you have to be between the age of 14 to 27 years old. 14 to 17 years old is the Miss Teen category. Your title will be Miss Teen Asia World. And 18 to 27 is your Miss category, which is the Miss Asia World. Which any candidate from any of the Asian country, for example, China, the Philippines, India, Vietnam, Korea, Japan, Taiwan, and so on, is able to compete in this competition.
Oh, that's good. So the 14 to 27 is Asian. You have a
Correct.
14 to 17 and then 18 to 27.
That is correct.
Wonderful. So those are the 2 categories. And I'll go to Lana for, you have, what was intriguing is you have a lot of training. It's not just they're going on the stage directly, but you have a lot of training given to them before they go in. So can you tell us about something about the kind of training they get?
So absolutely. Asia World Academy this is our first year of the launch, and we are so excited because we have brought on the top of the top instructors and trainers who are actually experts in their field or curriculum. And for example, the upcoming trainings is going to be in May, June, and July. We'll be having speakers on how to help women think big, time management, how to excel in life. And also Dale Carnegie is going to be coming on to do a lunch and learn to help the contestants really hone down and work with different topics like interpersonal skills and various matter in public speaking, which we feel is very important. In addition, as you know, this is also a competition where we really embrace the more feminine side of a woman. So in addition to the mindset and the changes that we're hoping to instill and to develop, we are also going to be having skincare esthetician coming in to talk about the histology of the skin and how to take care of it starting at a very young age. We're going to have instructors come in and talk about nutrition. Why is it important to maybe avoid a lot of the processed food, more whole grains and vegetable and fruits? And I know that's a cliche, but we really hope to share this message at a very young age and make sure that the contestants starting at 14 are at least getting exposure to it. Then of course we're going to have runway training, stage training, choreography training, which is to help the contestants be comfortable with their stage performance on August the 3rd, which is coronation night. And then there is just a host, also self-defense. As you know, it's very important for contestants in this day and age to really, if they're coming up with an attacker, how would they defend themselves? And so some of these things that we're sharing, it's really multi-based, and it's just not one core silos that we're subject matter that we're teaching.
Oh, looks to me like amazing. It's a whole varieties of training they're gonna get. So it's not just going onto the stage, but they'll be capturing a whole lot of things, right, from nutrition all the way up to self-defense. Very impressive. That's really good. And also, not only just the winning part, but after they win, they have a lot of other perks coming with that, of course, and that's one of the scholarships they're receiving, and also they will be getting some goals and some work, because it's I believe it's a 2-year, is that what it is? It's a 2-year. So what are the kind of things they'll be getting after that?
Yes, so the crown winner actually is going to have a very nice scholarship and cash allowance. That's the standard. We will also have skincare packages. We're not talking about little, we're talking about a nice skincare package for our contestants. And then also Dale Carnegie is going to be providing training for our winner for both Miss Teen and Miss, to help them, because one of the focus is the focus is a 4-pillar. We want to make sure that the education doesn't stop with just Asia World Academy, that it continues on, throughout the years. And of course, the most I think wonderful thing is that Miss Teen and Miss Asia will be able to go out and represent her country as well as the Asian American communities here in North Texas.
Yeah, so they'll be going around and they can spread the word about it.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. And when is the event coming up? And of course, there are people who will be out after listening to that, oh, that's a lot of training, a lot of scholarship available. How do I join? So when is the event coming up?
The event will come up with two events that incorporate into the competition. In July the 20th, 2019, the preliminary competition, which is all the ladies and contestants must compete in the preliminary competition before they go into the main competition. So preliminary is July the 20th in Carrollton, Texas. And on Saturday, August the 3rd, is when they have their final coordination gala night in Plano, Texas. And that's when everybody get together and we really celebrate the Asian culture.
And the crown will be at that.
That is correct. That's
event.
when the crowning will happen.
Wow, that is interesting. So August 3rd is what we will be looking forward to.
That's correct.
And the participation or the entry to the competition is still open.
Yes.
So tell us something about how they can enter into the competition. What are the social media sites or where they can register?
Right. If any candidate is interested in competing in competition, they can either message us or register on an interest form on a social media page, either at Instagram at Miss Asia World or Facebook at MAATX Pageant, or they can email us at aabroadcast7@gmail.com. So either way, you can contact us directly, or you can go on social media and fill out the interest form, and some representative from our organization will follow up with you.
Okay, excellent. So the interest form you can fill out online on the social media sites. Also with this interview, I will be entering, there'll be the information on this site along with the interviews.
That's
so
correct.
Anybody can register from there too. Excellent information. And again, those of you, don't wait. I think it's July is the first one and the August is the final one, but everyone has to go for the July one. And the training you said are starting in the month of May, June, July.
Yes.
So that's the biggest advantage for the contestant to take full advantage of all the training which is available. So the registration again, it's open, again, still open. On behalf of the entire team of Inspiration Masters, I thank Anthony and Alana for being here today. Thank you, Anthony, for stopping by. Thank you, Alana, for sharing this great information.
Thank you for having us.
Again, thank you for watching, and do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you make sure that you do not miss any of the interviews we have here at Inspiration Masters as a part of Inspiring series. So I will see you back in a week. Thank you so much for watching.